You just be casual, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like we are live now. So we are live now on My Digital Makers Facebook and My Digital Makers YouTube channel. So I'm sure we already started to have some viewers. Let's see if we already have viewers coming in. Well, it's Friday and Monday is Merdeka, so I'm sure many of them might be on leave already, started to have that Merdeka feeling of holiday feeling. So yeah, okay. Thank you very much for joining us today, guys, this morning, because we're going to bring you a great informative webinar today, especially for you, khas untuk adik-adik, untuk cikgu-cikgu, untuk semua yang nak belajar seni digital di My Digital Maker only on our Facebook and YouTube channel. So kami buat bersama-sama dengan Ad Online's lead multimedia designer Miss Gwen. So she's there. So Gwen akan buat digital art, seni digital. Macam mana nak buat seni digital dari scratch, dari mula, dari asas. So everything you want to know about seni digital, anything you want to know about digital art. Kalau adik-adik tak pernah buat digital art, this is the right time. So you guys boleh belajar, boleh tanya Miss Gwen any soalan, apa-apa questions yang adik-adik nak tahu, macam mana nak mula, bagaimana nak buat, bagaimana nak start, ada tak apa-apa software yang saya boleh gunakan, software ni free ke atau kena bayar ke. So any questions you guys boleh tanya dalam ruang komen di bawah. So Miss Gwen akan cuba jawab. So sekarang tanpa melengahkan masa lagi, saya serahkan kepada Miss Gwen dari Ad Online. Ad Online ialah partner kita, partner My Digital Maker yang juga bersama-sama dengan inisiatif untuk menjadikan Digital Maker is a great success. So Gwen, here you go. You can take over. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. Selamat pagi. I'm very thankful today. Thank you so much for inviting me for this sharing section. My Malay is not very fluent. Saya akan campur-campur English and Malay sini sana lah. Okay. So for this section, this sharing section will be mainly akan mengenalkan apa itu seni digital. So what is digital art and how you can start all that. So before that, sebelum itu, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Gwendolyn from Ad Online as a multimedia designer dan juga seorang lecturer dari PIA College Ipoh yang mengajar graphic design, multimedia design dan interior design, college yang mengajar. So my expertise, apa yang saya mahir is more like motion graphic, illustration, lettering, typography, and also graphic design. So that's me, a cartoon version and a real picture of me. And then I mostly, when I'm free time, I will do digital painting. So these are some of the paintings that I did for I think last few months like that. Yeah, this one using the digital technology, all that. And also I did some lettering yang typography, main dengan calligraphy yang guna digital untuk menghasilkan. Yeah. So that's for my introduction. So for now, we will go to the introduction of the digital art yang apa itu seni digital. So in definition dia adalah satu artwork yang menggunakan teknologi digital dan how to draw it using the digital technology and produce your artwork from that. Dia boleh gunakan komputer, dia boleh gunakan iPad atau tablet ataupun sekarang mobile phone pun boleh melukis. So it also can be said like it's a merge between the art and technology, the gabungan antara seni dengan teknologi. So as you can see here, okay. So back to the history. So early in 1980s, dia adalah the first term come out for the digital art. by this group of person. And then there's one artist yang nama dia Harold Cohen. Dia ada satu program jadikan nama dia tu Aaron, yang satu robot yang boleh menghasilkan artwork di atas satu paper yang diletak di atas lantai, so the artwork can be produced by that. So this is the artwork that produced by the program called Aaron by Harold Cohen. Yeah, so that's the introduction on a bit of history. So now we can see how the industry sekarang punya industry apa yang boleh dinampak, mana tu digital art yang boleh digunakan. So mostly in art and design industry will be mostly using that, and also some of the film and video advertising also you can see a poster ke atau iklan ke yang menggunakan digital art, social media post yang nak promotekan event ataupun produk ataupun education. So ini adalah satu the example of how the digital art can be applied on the advertisement or poster. So this is the movie poster for the Ghost in Shell, and also the education like how to teach people on using a software. So mereka keluarkan satu advertisement yang buat fundamental on After Effects. Yang ni adalah iklan untuk Lipton, the tea brand Lipton. And also this one is a portrait of an artist. So all these are the digital art. And also it can be seen in other industry like construction atau architecture. So yang arkitek mereka akan gunakan teknologi 3D untuk build up the architecture or the building to see the model, all that. And also using the 3D technology to do the furniture, and before they really want to make it out, they have to do all the modeling first, so to see whether is it okay or not. Then kereta pun juga macam tu, dia akan keluarkan dengan graph dia, dan draft macam mana itu kereta punya bentuk akan nampak, dan akan buat satu 3D model dia, baru boleh buat yang real item after that. Yeah, so all these are some of the industry, and also there's actually a lot of industry that's using the help of the digital art. So you can see actually it's everywhere at digital art. Yeah. So advantage. So some people they will say, what is the advantage? Apakah kelebihan digital art yang boleh digunakan? So here there are few points, 6 points. So the first point is efficiency. You akan easily to start the work and work very quick. Boleh cepatkan kerja. Once you have the project, you nak draw, you boleh straight away draw. And also versatility, like it will provide a lot of tools in the software itself. There's a brush, different kind of brushes, different kind of paint tool or palette, the color, and also effect, all that. So dia akan jadi lebih flexible. Then also strong impact as in like the artwork itself, apakah kegunaan itu artwork untuk nak menarikkan perhatian orang ke atau macam mana. So it will create this kind of communication, like to attract people to see my post, and then from there they will know about my product or my event or anything that I want to tell. And also it will enhance the communication, meaning that yang komunikasi tentang antara artwork dengan orang, whether they get the meaning of the artwork or not, all that. So let's say if I want to do a poster for the Hari Kanak-Kanak, so I will make it out one poster, and then to let the kanak-kanak beritahu kanak-kanak, oh ini hari-hari yang apa tu, which day is the Hari Kanak-Kanak, all that, and then what you can do, what are the activities, all this. So it will enhance the communication, and the kids will know, oh, so this is the poster for the Hari Kanak-Kanak. So and also digital art, you can have few exploration, meaning that there are so many tools in the software, all that, and in the market there are so many software you can play with, and boleh cuba style yang different in a very instant way. So like sangat cepat boleh try itu style yang different. And also you can share instantly, meaning that setelah melukis, produce ke satu artwork, you boleh share di Facebook ke, Instagram ke, social media dengan very fast lah, very cepat. Yeah. Okay. So that's the kelebihan, advantage. So now we will talk about the type of digital art. In here, I've categorized a few part of digital art. Some are actually like macam similar, like dia punya terms macam ada similar, macam sama. Tapi in terms of the very detailing one, we'll talk more about that. So without further ado, let's go to the first one, 2D graphics. So by it all means, 2D graphic adalah grafik yang menghasilkan di dalam komputer dengan dua dimension. So in 2D graphic, we have dua bahagian lah. One is the raster graphic, as you can see here, is pixel. And then another one is vector, which is using the path. So pixel is the area that using the dot or boxes from the resolution of the screen, and then it will combine a lot of pixels and to produce an artwork from that. And usually pixels yang painting punya, inilah raster graphic. Dia punya style more like soft, dia ada brush yang boleh blend, all that. And as for vector dia adalah macam path meaning like you draw an artwork using the line dot like this to create and finish up the line, and then that's your shape. So you can see here, the bottom one is the vector graphic, which is more geometric sikit, dia ada bentuk yang solid, boleh nampak dia punya edge, dia tak smooth seperti yang painting yang di atas ini. Yeah, so that's 2D graphic. Next one is 3D graphic. So 3D graphic is artwork yang menggunakan itu 3D dimension untuk menghasilkan yang artwork yang dia nak keluarkan lah. So meaning that 3D is like it will have a form, dia ada form dia, bentuk dia yang boleh timbulkan untuk menjadikan dia sangat real ke, or look like very alive using the thing, and then also it will menghidupkan drawing dia. Yeah, so in here, 3D, you will play with the angle, the camera angle. As you can see here, there are camera angle and also lighting, because you need to use the correct lighting to make the 3D looks nicer. So it will become like this. Yeah. Okay, so that's the difference. Example of the character Super Mario. You can see here, yang ni adalah 2D graphic of the Mario, and this is the 3D graphic. Okay. Next one is digital illustration. So mostly, if you find in Google, you can cari digital illustration. Actually, it's a quite big topic because a lot of things can be categorized as digital illustration. So illustration is like the drawing that tells a story or tells a message, but using digitally. So actually, illustration itself, dia boleh jadikan watercolor pun boleh jadi satu illustration, ataupun yang guna crayon ke guna color pencil yang draw on the paper also can be classified as illustration. But with the word with digital, meaning that this drawing or this illustration, this coloring is done in digitally. So gunakan teknologi yang ada dan producekan itu artwork. So you can see here, this is the drawing like this. It tells a story from here, and this one also as a portrait and the card like this. Okay, and then here are the artwork that I did a few years back for the Coca-Cola. There's an event there, so I use the digital software to produce this artwork. Yeah, with all the details. Then next one, digital painting. So some people, they will get confused with the term of digital painting and digital illustration. So actually painting, dia adalah the category dalam illustration. So painting can be one part of illustration because painting is just a technique that you'll be using to produce an artwork. So painting can be like you're using watercolor painting or using acrylic painting or oil painting or color pencil, all that as a medium, and then you paint it out and then it will produce as a artwork. So the artwork we call it as illustration. So in here, digital painting adalah menggunakan software atau digital technology yang menggunakan brush yang di dalam software itu, and then you paint it like a traditional painting. And then also, it also can be said like the painting is a technique that to create an illustration. And yeah, so this is the artwork that that produced by an illustrationist is called like Rose Draw. So he used the a bit like watercolor or the acrylic painting style to produce it out. Yeah. Okay. And then this is the artwork yang saya menggunakan style watercolor untuk paint ini artwork. Ya, menghasilkan artwork ini. Yes. Next one. So photo manipulation. So by it all means, photo manipulation adalah gambar yang mengambungkan untuk menjadikan artwork yang ada meaning yang nak keluar apa meaning dia. So like you can see here, actually all this picture is from different sources, but because of the style or the effects that they use, and then they crop it out, dia keluarkan semua yang tak nak, then keluarkan apa yang nak, then combine, then letak effect, letak color, then jadikan ini artwork yang sangat cantik. But actually you think it's a real one. Yeah, so it will give an illusion. So usually photo manipulation dia akan buat gambar dia macam ada illusion. Yeah, it looks like real tapi dia bukan real. Okay, and then next one is digital collage. So collage, I'm not so sure about you guys understand what is the collage, but I will explain it out. Collage is like the combination of different pictures and then combine and stick together, become one piece of the artwork. So here, as you can see here, the collage is combining differently using the digital wise, like to cut out and then paste, and also semua barang, semua illustration akan ditampalkan together. So that's the digital collage. Next one. So animation. Animation is also part of the digital art because it's using the technology to to produce it out, and then it will become a video for all of us to watch. So in animation, we call it as the art of movement yang static punya gambar ke, yang tak akan ada pergerakan punya, you combinekan semua, then dia akan jadikan satu illusion macam dia ada pergerakan, then it will become like a movement there from there. So actually all these drawings, all these character, they are not the real one, but because of the illusion, dia akan jadikan, oh, it looks like the character live in their world. It looks real to them. Yeah. So in animation, we have 2D and 3D. So in here, you can see right now, mostly the industry, they will use 3D because it looks more realistic and looks more appealing and lebih cantik to see. Yeah. And then the next one is motion graphic. So motion graphic adalah satu video yang digunakan di berbagai industri sekarang untuk to send the message easily with telling the story or telling the information or to share the data, all that, but using the motion type of the graphic to present it instead of you analyze it with the graphic that is not moving, that is static. So I believe that most of you guys ada tengok itu YouTube ataupun Facebook, dia adalah satu video yang boleh explain sesuatu barang ke sesuatu topik. So in here, there's an example that I can share to you guys. This is a motion graphic that I did in past few years, I think. Let me show here. It's be lagging. Okay, so this is motion graphic. As you can see here, the video will explain the process, but with the help of a bit of animation, it will make the video explanation look more appealing, look more nice to watch, and easy for people to understand. Yeah. The next one is interactive art. So interactive art adalah seni yang kena digunakan untuk interaktif, macam using your sense of the movement, then it will sense out the movement, and then from there your movement will communicate to the artwork, then it will produce something. So yang ni adalah artwork yang dihasilkan dari Team Lab Japan. So they have this kind of exhibition where you go in, then you will have like the movement that detect your movement, and then the artwork will produce from there. Yeah. Next one is pixel art. So pixel art adalah art yang menggunakan style pixel, as what I mentioned just now. Pixel adalah yang dot atau box yang di dalam screen resolution that you have there, and then it will combine everything and become one piece of the painting or image. So by the meaning of pixel, meaning that you enlarge the square. As you can see here, dia punya drawing akan lebih geometric sini, akan look like more squarish and more like a bit like Lego kind of style, and then it will combine, and then that's how the pixel art will look like. So pixel art dia akan nampak macam zaman video game console yang sangat lama. The style is looking like that, and also the color palette will be more limited lah, meaning that the color yang ditetapkan akan terhad lah untuk this kind of color to use only. Yeah. So the next one is about choosing hardware. So there's a lot of hardware, banyak hardware yang boleh digunakan untuk menghasilkan seni digital. So here, the few things that I can share with you guys is, first thing first, you need to have either a computer or a phone or anything like that. And then graphic tablet. So this is a graphic tablet, meaning that itu tablet yang akan connect di dalam computer, and then your movement of the drawing from the tablet will be detected on the computer. Next one is the display tablet. So something like this, display tablet, meaning that the software, what you see on the computer, apa yang di-showkan di computer, dia akan show di sini, then you will straight away draw on the tablet. It looks like drawing on the paper straight away. Yeah. And then the next one is the all-in-one tablet. So this one is something like a Samsung Tab, iPad, all that. So it's a tab kind of tablet that you can use to draw, you can use to do other stuff. But all these other tablet is mainly for use in the computer only. They cannot be separately using. Yeah. Then software recommended. So maybe some of you guys are interested to know how to use the software, how to paint it, but I'm not so sure which one to get from. So here I've compiled a few software that you can use. First one is Adobe Photoshop. So Adobe Photoshop is quite dia yang sangat popular, digunakan untuk banyak oleh banyak designer, photographer or editor, all that. And then for using Photoshop, it requires you to know the tools better, then only you can paint it nicely, all that. Yeah, so it's mostly using for drawing illustration, like painting style, like the watercolor, all that, the painting style. And then to do photo editing, also using Photoshop. So Photoshop adalah software yang dikeluarkan dari company Adobe. So this one need to pay. Subscribe. It's like a subscribe version. Yeah. Illustrator. So Illustrator also from the same company, from Adobe. And this one is a software yang menggunakan technology yang vector. So like what I mentioned just now, the 2D graphic, there's a raster and the vector, right? So the vector one is using the path. They will calculate the path, like combining all the path, and then they will come up with the solid shape from that. So different from Photoshop. Photoshop, you can just straight away use the brush and paint it out. So using Illustrator, mostly they will come out like doing print media macam poster ke, brochure ke, typing punya artwork ke, ataupun website, application, or some they will create the character design for the animation through Illustrator as well. And also logo design and all the like the graph, the diagram, the data, like you need to visualize and draw it out. Also, they will mostly use it in Illustrator. Yeah, and this one you need to pay. Clip Studio Paint. So Clip Studio Paint is quite a versatile software, which means that dia boleh digunakan untuk illustration, boleh gunakan di comic, and also animation. And one cool thing about Clip Studio is it has the 3D punya figure. Dia ada 3D figure yang model yang disediakan. So you just tekan and then it will come out with the model and then you can move the pose of what you want and then you can draw from there. So that's Clip Studio Paint. This one also is a paid software. Next is Coral Painting. So Coral Painting is also a software that we using for painting, and mostly is they are going for this is because it has brushes yang sangat versatile. Dia ada banyak brushes yang boleh dipaintkan. Macam artwork ini dia ada style like look like a bit oil effect or that. So that's with the help of the brushes. Yeah. So this one is you need to pay also for this software. And the next one, Medibang Paint Pro. So Medibang Paint Pro is quite a new software and also it's a free software for anyone who would like to try to paint. It's also available in iPad, if I'm not mistaken, and you can paint it. And for this one, Medibang, usually people will use it to paint like manga, comic, cartoon, or create characters like that. Yeah, as you can see here. And the next one is Krita. Krita also open source a free graphic software that you can download and also mostly using for concept art or the cartoon or illustration. So you can see here, it will create a character drawing such like this. Yeah. And the next one is Paint Tool Sai. Paint Tool Sai is quite a straightforward painting software. Dia ada brushes yang sangat smooth compared to Photoshop, and then it's more to illustration because the software is not applicable on printing. So it's more like the digital software. So if let's say anyone who paint in Paint Tool Sai, sorry, and then if they want to print out, they have to transfer it to Photoshop, then only can convert to print. Yeah, so that's an extra step for that if using Paint Tool Sai. And the next one is Procreate. Procreate is a software, or rather to say it's an app in iPad. Usually people will use it for the iPad user to do painting and to do lettering, to do illustration, and also GIF. Some of the GIF design also can be produced by Procreate. As myself, I also use Procreate to produce my artwork. As you can see just now when I show the artwork, few of the artworks are produced by Procreate. Yeah. And then the next one is Affinity Designer. So Affinity Designer is something looks like Adobe Illustrator, meaning that software dia adalah menggunakan technology path untuk connect instead of using the brush to paint. So yang ni dia more like feature yang boleh gunakan brush yang boleh create simple shape atau brush yang boleh paint. So you can see here there's a vector and raster brushes. Yeah, and you also can do both export untuk yang untuk solid drawing ke atau untuk painting punya format dia ada. Yeah. So the next part is since so many software or so many art style that have been introduced, so how you can create a digital art. So if let's say you are interested, ada minat nak lukis digital seni, how you can do that. So the first thing first is to have an idea. Kena ada idea yang solid, apa yang nak hasilkan. What is the story, what is the character, and then what are the subject that you want to draw it out. So once you get the subject that you want to draw out, you need to understand the anatomy of the subject. Meaning that if let's say I want to draw an apple, I need to study the structure of an apple. So that's how you understand the apple, and then you have to draw it out using the pencil sketch without adding too much of detail. So meaning that it's more like a rough, sangat kasar punya drawing to draw it out the stroke. Yeah. So just let your pencil flow, let the idea flow out during the sketch. So no need to be like very detailed, like, oh, my sketching is not so good, because this is just the first step. You're not going through the coloring step yet. So it's still okay. You can still have different idea, you can draw it out. Just let your pencil flow it out. Yeah. And then after that, when you have your idea, you sketch out already, so you can start to like refine your shape. So meaning that you can boleh buat layer untuk background, layer untuk subject yang nak lukis, ataupun dia ada item-item yang lain, you boleh separatekan into layer. So in the software just now, they all have a layer option, and also they also have brushes and eraser option. So anything that you draw out that you're not so sure, you can actually draw it out using the brush, and you not like, then you just undo and erase it and refine it. So from here, you can start to refine the mistake that you see from your sketch, meaning that from your sketch yang you draw not so nice, and then you feel like you want to refine it, then you can just using this step, you can start to refine the style, all that lah. Okay, the next one is color palette. So after you have your outline all done, you need to understand what kind of color or what kind of mode I want to come out from the artwork. So from there, you have to set some of the colors that you want. So as for the sample that I show here, the summer mode is can be seen here, like the lemonade summer. So it will mainly use like yellow, blue, and green kind of tone here. So they will stick to this kind of color. So try to understand what kind of mode you want to produce, and then from there you will select a set of color, and then you just stick to those color. Yeah, then it will make it the artwork look nice. And then from there, the first thing first for the coloring is to put on the basic color first, to know that which are the basic colors that you want to use, and then only start to do blending. Some of people, they will get confused, like once I put color, I want to put all the shadings, I want to add like detail, like here the hair detail, all that. But actually you have to understand the solid color, like which part, which are the solid, the basic color that from your artwork that you want to produce first, then only later on you do the detailing after that. Yeah, if not, you'll be time wasting. You're too focused on this part, then you forgot about another part. Yeah. Another thing is you need to understand is the light source, mana highlight dan mana shadow dia. So meaning that dia punya cahaya dari mana. So from here, you know that this drawing has a light source either from the top or from the bottom or from the side. So different light source will create different dimension of the shadow, like the direction of the shadow. And then from here, you can see like your painting, is it looking nice or looking more realistic? Because some of people, ada orang yang mereka tak faham light source, mereka tak tahu matahari atau cahaya punya source di mana, then mereka letak sesuka hati. Then itu drawing akan nampak pelik because of the light source, because that's not how we see in the real life. So one thing about this is light source. So if you say like this, the light is from here, so the shadow should be here, something like that. Okay, and then the last part, then only polish the detail. Last kali baru buat itu detailing. So meaning that after all the basic color, basic stroke I've done, then only you do the stroke, like how to refine it and how to do the color adjustment, how to add the effects on the drawing. And then, yeah, that's how you do it, the digital art. But to me, the most importantly is to have fun. Yeah, without having fun, the process of doing the digital art will take time, especially if, let's say, if you are a new learner, you nak belajar, then if you're not really interested in that, you're not having fun, then it doesn't, you couldn't produce a nice artwork from that. So I think yang paling penting is just enjoy the process, enjoy the drawing process, and yeah, have fun on it. Yeah, that's all for my sharing section. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Hi, Gwen. Okay. That was good. That was a very, very good session. To be honest, I was actually watching it too, and I was like learning a lot, to be honest. That was a very insightful sharing. And let me see if we have any questions. Okay, so far we don't have any questions. So I hope the audience, I hope followers kita dah pandai sikit sekarang. So I'm sure you guys can know what is the difference between so many digital arts actually. To be honest, even I'm not really sure about these many varieties of digital arts. So there
Mm.
are illustration, digital arts, and then 3D, 2D, and then interactive. Wow, that is so many. That's interesting. So thank
Yeah.
you very much. So should we have more questions? If you guys ada apa-apa questions, you can still post us. You can inbox us. You can DM us on our Facebook or Instagram or YouTube anytime. So keep following us and stay tuned because next week, Gwen, you're going to be bringing us another webinar, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that will be about digital storytelling, penceritaan digital, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. So that will be happening next week. So stay tuned. Just tunggu nanti kami akan keluarkan announcement on in the post when we're going to be having that webinar and what time. So thank you very much for stay tuned with us and thanks Gwen. Thank you so much and I'll see you next week.
Thank you
And
so
happy
much for
Merdeka to
inviting me.
everybody. No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thanks for being here with us and happy Merdeka to you and to all you guys are watching.
Happy Merdeka.
And thank you. Enjoy your long weekend. Okay.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
guys.
Bye
Bye from
bye.
my maker.